Welcome to Swish Player Profile. I'm Sean Schultz with Brad Lake, and we're joined by USC's India Otto. Hi, India. How are
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you for having me.
you? Thanks for being on. Your basketball journey, has it always been at USC? What has it been like? What was your recruiting journey like when you had to go through it?
hmm I've been at USC. This is my fifth year at USC. I'm a grad student now. I took my COVID year, so I'm a fifth year. And I'm from LA. So kind of staying close to home was always important for me. When I was looking at where I wanted to go. And I went to Windward School, which was a perennial powerhouse, like high school program. Charisma Osborne, Jordan Canada, a lot of like players came from there. And yeah, it was important for me to like stay home. I was looking at some other schools like Ivy Leagues and mid majors and things like that. But I knew I wanted to be at USC, and it was an easy decision for me. Academics is, I mean, world class education and also world class athletics as well. And women's basketball program is obviously has had a tradition of excellence, and yeah, it was something that I wanted to be a part of. Yeah, so I've been here for 5 years, so I'm old. I'm an OG on the team.
As we all know, the Pac-12 is one of the hottest conferences at the moment. Had a lot of teams in the tourney last year. How does it feel like playing against some of the top teams in the U.S.?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, I might be biased, but I think that the Pac-12 is definitely the toughest conference to play in, top to bottom.
Right.
Any given night, a team can come in and win. There's no like easy games in the Pac-12. And so I think it's definitely the toughest conference, and it's also a conference where you really have to be prepared. Each team scouts really well, and so it's a tough conference to play in. And I mean, you've got Stanford's, you've got UCLA, you've got Arizona, Oregon, you've got Oregon State. I mean, you've got everybody. Colorado is an up and coming program, been really done really well the last couple of years. So yeah, I don't think there's never an easy night or an easy game. So you really have to bring your best and prepare. And I think yeah, it's interesting to play. This is my last year of college basketball, and to play in the last year of like the Pac-12 is it's going to be fun, and it's going to be interesting, and we're going to try to win it all.
What
Awesome.
do you think you're going to work on most for your game this year? What have you done different or adjusted to?
Hmm. I think obviously shooting is my greatest strength. I'm a shooter. So continuing to work on that, and just expanding like my defense as well. Being able to yeah, just working on my defense, attacking the basket more, utilizing my shot fake, because obviously people want to come out and close out. So utilizing footwork and closeouts, and getting to the basket and getting fouled. I have like a slimmer frame, so I get kind of called for fouls a little easier. So it's nice to kind of, I'm attacking more so I can get to the free throw line more.
I remember those days when I didn't get sore from driving. Now it's
Man, my body is sore. Being a fifth year, I tell this to the team all the time. I feel
Oof.
old. Oh my God, my body is hurting.
they don't call you granny or anything, right?
No, no, they don't. They don't. But I'm feeling like it sometimes. I'm feeling like I'm 30.
What are like one or two of your fondest memories from the program that you're going to be taking with you?
Ooh, that's a great question. I would say so far, I'm honestly most excited for this year. This I've said this to a lot of people who've asked. Like, this has been my favorite SC team I've been a part of by far. This is my favorite team, so I'm most excited for this year. But I'd say so far, my favorite memories would probably be beating Stanford last year was huge. That was a
Yes.
great memory at home. We had a large crowd. That
Awesome.
was really exciting.
Yeah.
And I would say probably my freshman year too. We beat UCLA at home as well.
Hmm.
We were down most of the
Yep.
game, came back and won, so that was a good that was just it was just a great game. But I would say my probably my most favorite memories are kind of like the mundane moments that, not the games and things like that. Like just the moments with my teammates. And we actually just the other week we had Hoop LA. It was like our midnight madness for our women's and men's team. It was the first time they've done it, I think, a really long time. So that was super exciting. And I was in the 3-point contest and I won it on the girls' side. And I was a little shaky on one of the racks, and then I ended up making like my last seven threes. And I won. And like everybody, once I hit the last money ball shot went in, the whole team came and like ran out and like picked me up. And so that was like a really cool moment. So
I saw
that
that
was
post.
my favorite moment so far from this year. So little moment.
There's a nice video clip out there. You wear the number 2 to honor your friend Gigi Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
What was she like, and what does that mean to you to carry her number and her legacy?
It means everything to me. Growing up, so Kobe was a close friend of my dad and was a close family friend, and I was fortunate enough to have him as a friend and mentor to me since I was like 10 years old. So he meant everything to me, and it was kind of right along when I was like, I would work out with him sometimes and spend some time with him and things like that. And that was just kind of right about the time Gigi was getting into basketball. And so kind of just seeing her love for the game grow was awesome. And it was originally number 30 when I came into SC, and obviously when the tragedy occurred, I mean literally the next day I was like, can I change my number to number 2? And
half of Gigi Bryant. India Otto is a friend of the Bryant family and trained with Kobe Bryant. She asked the coaching staff a couple weeks ago if she could trade in number 30 for number 2 in this honor, and this is a very special moment for India.
So, she meant everything to me, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about the two of them, and I try to live my life and basketball as well, how they would. And I always tell myself, like, what would Kobe do and what would Gigi do? And so they mean a lot to me, and they inspire me every single day. And so I always try to, go out on the court and play Gigi's way and give it my all. And, because you never know, life is short, and it could be over in a moment. And so I never take like those moments for granted, and yeah.
What was she like? What was your favorite thing about her?
She just was so sweet. She lit up any room. She was always just super curious. And she just was just a really sweet girl who had just the brightest future. And she just was the best.
That's what we hear a lot about with her and Kobe. So, and I'm sorry for your.
They had the best relationship. Especially, it was really, her basketball career was just taking off. So I she was gonna be something. So, it's an unfortunate situation.
Absolutely. And we're sorry that pain that you've gone through too.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Brad, do you got another question?
I mean, as far as your plans on the future, are you thinking the W overseas or?
Honestly, I think once I'm done with this, I'm gonna hang up my sneakers. I mean, if an overseas opportunity presented itself, that'd be awesome. I would think about it, but I want to be I aspire to be an NBA agent. So I kind of want to transition to the other side of basketball. So my hope is to be like an NBA, WNBA agent. So that's what I'm aspiring and striving to be in the years to come. So definitely still want to be involved in basketball. Basketball has obviously been a passion of mine since I was really young. And so it's everything that I've known. So definitely want to still be within basketball, but also I'm open to other opportunities if they presented itself, like coaching or something like that. I would be open to anything, but end goal is, I want to be a sports agent, NBA, WNBA agent.
You know how it goes, just hard work, and you got the right connections, and combine those two, and it's iron.
Exactly. Sky's the limit.
Who's your most musically talented teammate? Who can sing the best?
Most musically talented, who sings the best? Oh, that's a good question. We're not really much of a singing team. We're much more of a dancing team. So I can give you the best dancer is definitely AG, Aaliyah Gales. It's definitely the best dancer. She's always busting moves, and she's got great rhythm, and she's just always dancing. So it's so funny to be around. Singing wise, I actually don't even know. We don't really have like a standout singer. I would say the most musically person is probably Kayla Padilla, our grad transfer from Penn. She like plays a bunch of instruments, plays the guitar, plays the piano, is really into music. So I would say she's probably the most musically talented, but and then AG as far as
You're not the best. You're not the best singer on the team.
I'm not. No, unfortunately, I did not get any sort of musical talent, which is unfortunate. I took a piano class at SC 1 year as an elective, but besides that, my musical talents are pretty limited.
How about funniest person on the team?
Ooh, funniest person on the team. I think everybody has their own unique sense of humor, and I think all of our humors jive really well together. Funniest person on the team. Like people, it's tough to say one person. Juju is actually really funny. She's got a really great sense of humor. She's hilarious. Clarice is really funny. Taylor Bigby is hilarious. Who else do we have? Mackenzie Forbes, another grad transfer. She's very funny. And then you have somebody like KP, who she's naturally a little bit more quiet, but she'll say some one-liners that are funny. So, I mean, I think our team, we have a really funny team. I like to think myself, I'm pretty funny as well. So yeah, we definitely have a funny team for sure. There's not like one person that stands out.
I would love to know about your ambitions to do skydiving.
Ooh, I would love to skydive. I think that would be really fun. I'm not really, I don't really have a fear of heights, so that's not something that would like limit me from wanting to do that. So yeah, I would definitely be into skydiving. I think that'd be a really cool experience. It's like once in a lifetime experience. So I think everybody, if you're not afraid of heights, I think you should do it. So I'm into it.
I'm terrified of heights. And
you're terrified of heights, so maybe not for you.
Final question. What's a fun fact about you people don't realize? It could be a trait, a story, background, anything.
Ah, that's a good question. Fun fact. I'm half British. That's one thing I think people probably don't know about me. My mom is originally from England, but she moved to the United States when she was, I think, 15. So she was younger, so she doesn't like have an accent anymore. Certain words or phrases she says, like you can hear it. But yeah, so definitely I would say, yeah, I'm half British is probably a fun fact somebody doesn't know. I'm an only child too. I don't know if people know that. Trying to think of anything else. It's probably about it.
Let's wrap it up there. And we wanted to thank you for being on with us, and we'll get this out to you in a few days or so.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for having me.
India, thank you so much for
joining.